Hi, my loves. Hi, my loves. Guys, today's reading is brought to you by Dayquil. Oh, my God. Whatever. The cold got us last week. Forgive me. The cold got us. I'm back again. Okay. Hopefully this week we can continue to try to stay healthy. I know everybody out there is catching whatever the hell is going on. So just sending out good germ-free vibes to everybody, okay? May we all catch healthy immune systems. Please, Jesus. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Sarah Martucci. I'm a psychic medium, certified crystal healer, and a paranormal investigator. Guys, I love to come on here and pull a card, read us for filth, see what the fuck is up with the energy at play, and make it work for us. You want to know why? You're right, beautiful soul. You're gorgeous and you're intelligent. Because we're alchemists. That's why. So, and especially with 2026 and 2027, and all the fuckery that's coming our way, it's important, I think, that we stand in our power. We realize that we're the ones that we've been waiting for, and we stop looking around and saying who's going to do what. What the fuck can we do right now? What the fuck can we do? Okay? Especially if you're in the U.S. right now. Holy motherfucking shit. Oh boy. So there's that. It's not funny. I just don't know what other noise to make besides like a feral yodel to Jesus and to Sasquatch. Everybody put on your fucking Tivas. Get down here. Take the fucking steering wheel. So, anyways, we all can collectively feel what the fuck is happening. How the fuck do we find our communities? And guys, with especially, let's just get right into the fucking astrofuckery. So for the free weekly, we start with the astrofuckery, then we move into the card pulls. Guys, the astrofuckery this week. Welcome to Aquarius season. Welcome. Viva la revolution. Okay. So I just feel like this Aquarius season is going to be really popping off, especially with Pluto and Aquarius. Hot damn summer in the city. I really fucking mean that. And I feel like, holy shit, everybody's feeling that too. That's happening today, Monday the 19th. Also today, Monday the 19th. Usually I'll pick like one or two things that I feel like you guys would want to know that I think would help you. Maybe what the readings are coming in a lot about. And guys, most of the readings I do are on relationships and trying to work on the one with yourself, the one with your partner, the one with your loved one in spirit. So like it's a joy to do these readings, but like it's almost always about these relationships and how are we dealing with them? How are we facing them and how are we facing ourselves? And so with Pluto in the mix and Venus this week, this is going to be about our fucking relationships. And with Pluto being the sign about depths, like going to the depths, this is death, birth, and rebirth, baby. This is a whole fucking like rise from the ashes kind of situation. And where Venus is all about love and connection, justice too. Our money, what we value. When those two planets fucking conjoin, this can be obsessive, possessive love, okay? This could be like absolutely obsessed about something, maybe in a good way, that's like motivating because maybe we finally understand or we see or we understand the depth of the fucking value of the person, place, or thing. Hopefully, may it be ourselves first, please, and thank you, okay? But like when Pluto's in the mix here, maybe some ugly secrets come up. Maybe some really good, powerful ones come up that, again, reveal to us maybe some hidden dynamic that we didn't see before, maybe around our money, our value system, who the fuck we are, what the fuck do we love, beauty itself, what do I want for my relationships and my partnerships. And guys, this doesn't have to be romantic. This can be family, this can be friendship, this can be farting back and forth forever, whatever the fuck you want to call it. But this is going to be another intense week. This is just, listen, this is going to be an intense lifetime. From here until like the 2050s. I wish I was playing. Again, laughing is not necessarily the noise I want to make, but it's either that or just feral fucking yodeling, unhinging my jaw. And then also calling in the fucking Galactic Center, guys. I don't even know who to call in anymore, okay? So this week on Monday, this is popping off. We're moving into Aquarius season. And then on top of that, we got Venus conjunct Pluto. Now, there is so much more going on than just that. But again, I'm just grabbing a couple things here that I think that would be important to you guys. And about like the profound energy that's coming up around our relationships. What do we value? Are we ready for transformation? Are we ready to face ourselves? And are we ready to be, because I think the most beautiful thing And listen, maybe this is my little Venus and Gemini heart, okay? But like, to me, love equals honesty. Love equals the truth. Love equals saying the fucking thing, especially if I don't want to fucking hear it. Okay? Because like, now how do we find a way through this? This is where the real relationship happens, not the fake shit before. How do we find our way through this? And how can we make this work? But you can only do that. I can't work with lies and bullshit. I can work with the truth of a situation. So, or maybe this week, are we ready to tell the truth? Are we ready to sit in a power position? Maybe also, too, for a lot of us, again, we've been looking around saying, who's going to save us? Who's going to show up? Holy fucking shit. Holy fuck. Shit, fart, shit, pray, fart, shit. Okay? Me too. But there's a massive thing coming up here again. I think when Pluto shows up, like, it demands, especially with rebirth in there, it demands growth down to the bone. So, maybe there's some element here too, because I found that I've been going through this growth spurt, if you will, as well, that why am I looking around saying who the fuck is going to come and save us? Like, I'm the one I've been waiting for. So, for me specifically, what is my message, right? But I want to pass that on. What is your message? Did you come here to say something? Did you come here to do something? I hope it's fuck shit up in a good way, babe. Welcome. All right? Me too. All right? I fucking love that shit. Good chaotic energy. Good chaos. Because I'm not letting this shit stand. This Nazi fascist bullshit? Absolutely the fuck not. I don't have patience. I don't have time. I will just start chopping, okay? And if you're in the way, that's your fucking fault. I fucking mean it. Okay? So, again this week, and especially on Monday, are we ready to take a look at our relationships? What is the relationship with self? What was the relationship also, too, if we want to do rebirth? We want to keep going back home to something and understanding, like, the iterations of us. Sometimes we have to go back to the root core, babe. Remember how I said Pluto goes to the bone? I also meant the taint. Pluto takes it all. And if you think that they've taken it all, then it probably hasn't. Okay? Blood, bone, marrow. Because it's trying to, I believe, collect the goodness here to create something brand new. How the fuck are you supposed to come up from the ashes of the bullshit previously if you don't have any material to work with? And again, with Venus in this mix, I would wonder for some of us this week if we're dealing with, again, with that energy, the feminine energy coming in here, okay? Because we traditionally see Venus as very femme and feminine, okay? Maybe mother and mother healing issues, understanding my feminine side and what does that look like to me? Is there something that's on transformation for that? And like, I feel like that's so transformative in such a powerful and beautiful way. And how am I in better relationship with the more femme or feminine aspects of myself? Because guys, we're comprised of all bits and pieces, both masculine, feminine, everything else in between. It is a fucking spectrum. And especially with both of these, when two planets are conjunct here, it means they're in the same sign. So both of these signs, okay, Venus and Pluto right now are in the beginning degrees of Aquarius. So it's usually about we the people. We're worried about like what's the bigger plan happening here? How are we taking care of the community? Maybe also too, that might be a huge theme here. Where is my community? Where do I belong in? Where do I know what my value is so I can come into my community and help transform it in the best way possible? What are your gifts here? Do you know what value that you bring? And it's not that you're bringing, but you are the table in some type of way, babe. Okay? So I just think Monday is going to be like a power hitter here, okay? What the fuck are we doing? What the fuck is coming up? And again, with Pluto, sometimes this can be underground. This can be secret. Again, maybe I didn't even know it was there before. Something's popping up, and it's not just about me. But I think with Aquarius here, in the best way possible. Maybe also, too, like, you know, my dad said very few things that I took respectfully or wanted to hear at all. But he'd tell me that there is no such thing as personal sin. I mean, obviously I grew up like super duper fucking Catholic, ridiculously so, okay? But he said there's no such thing as a personal sin. And that like, when you fucking sin, okay, don't take it in his context, but like maybe however you define sin, okay? Whatever difficulty or thing we think that we're doing, like this has repercussion, this has ripples, man. And so what ways and what actions? Maybe we took actions in ways where we didn't value ourselves, and we can see the ripple from that now. Something's coming back. And so again, what the fuck did I learn from this? Can I rise from the ashes of that? What can I take from that helped me or helped me understand myself? Where did I learn maybe even value in that? Okay, and how can I bring this to this new iteration of myself? And then finally, guys, on the 23rd, the other aspect I want to talk about, what is it? I think it's the Sun and Pluto are cazimi. Whew. So this is going to be a very intense, with the Sun is in, or when there's a cazimi, it means the Sun is shining a bright spotlight on a planet. Okay, and with Pluto here, we're going to be... Sometimes it's rough to put a flashlight down in the basement. Do you know what I mean? It's like, ooh, I forgot to put that down there. Ow, that's a lot of cobwebs. Did I just totally forget about that? What is that? That looks like a science experiment. What happened down here? So this might be a cleanup moment. This might be a clarity moment. This might be an absolute, like, this might be a total blow up of everything that you understand and know, but a rebuilding is coming immediately after that. Ooh, that will support and be everything and who the fuck you are now. So whatever the hell is shown to us this week, whether it be on the personal level or the wider bullshit, okay? Whatever's being brought to light this week is probably going to be difficult in some aspect. And maybe it's more about like us being afraid of changing or going through that transformation or maybe having an ego death, okay, with Pluto involved. Or like maybe just finally seeing ourselves for like all of our actions and the ways I didn't value myself before and what is the real justice in this situation for myself and the people involved. What is the justice in this situation for myself and everyone else involved? It's kind of like the feelings this week, if you ask me, okay? So I know that might seem kind of brutal, but I think for a lot of us that have been sitting down, trying to do the work, facing ourselves, trying to heal, especially going through ancestral stuff, you know, trying to break free from the toxic bullshit and patterns of like the families that we grew up in. Like, baby, you were born for this. This timeline, whatever the fuck comes up, not only can you handle it, but it's only going to make you stronger. Do you understand? And may it also add to your own understanding of your own fucking value. How incredible, how powerful you are. That not only can you do anything, but you can be anything. What freedom. Oh. I mean, that's the Aquarius calling. Where's my freedom? Where can I be the most free? Where can I be my most weird, free self? I get to be unique. Maybe for a lot of us, that's the justice to tapping into our uniqueness and no longer being afraid of it. Look, I just want to say I'm proud of all of us this week. Whatever difficulty, whatever craziness, whatever chaos, whatever revolution, whatever ugly, crazy, terrible, horrific things might be coming to light too. Not only can we handle this, but the more that we know where our community is, we build that community up and we bring in our gifts and abilities to that community to make it stronger, better, faster, stronger. Thank you, Daft Punk. Like, play that song this week and remind yourself, we do this the fuck together. Whether that be everybody on board inside of me or everybody on board around me, babe. What the fuck are we doing? We got this. Find your community and know thyself. Pluto demands it, and Venus says it's fucking time. We got this, okay? Okay. And you're welcome for the cleavage. That's just an extra add-on. I love you guys. All right, follow me into the next screen. We're going to pull 3 piles of cards, choose any and all that you're drawn towards. Let's see what the fuck's crapping. Okay, let's fucking do this. Well, hi, my little cutie patooties. Well, card pile number 1. Let's fucking talk about it. Not too shabby. Okay, not too shabby. First card you got is a Major Arcana card. You guys got the High Priestess. Fucking right. Then the next card you got is a regular mundane card. We got the 5 of Wands. How interesting. I mean, it's very clear the message to me immediately. Quit fighting yourself. Sorry I'm yelling, but I'm not. Hey, quit fucking fighting yourself when you know something to be fucking true. You know what the fuck is up. Let's get the fuck into it, okay? With that being said, whenever a major arcana card shows up, it's about talk about major change, major evolution, major fucking movement forward. There's a massive call here, and especially with the High Priestess, to like, I think this is to really like know thyself. Know yourself so fucking well. A lot of times too, this can also talk about like secret knowledge. Okay, so maybe there's some secrets at play here. Also too, with the High Priestess, this is going to talk about somebody who might be like a psychic or a medium. Maybe like we've got some extra gifts and abilities here, but like you've got some deep well of understanding, some deep well of knowledge. Like maybe you don't even know that you're maybe just now tapping into. Okay, so the High Priestess here is such an important, I think, figure. I think she reminds us, I also think too, the power of the feminine knowledge that just gets passed down through our blood. If you ask me, okay? And so, like, maybe is there something ancestral coming up here whenever the High Priestess shows up? Is there something with the women and the women ancestors within our family that are coming up, and maybe some kind of story? Maybe there's some new understanding. Maybe we're the next iteration of like the women in our family that are ready to like, you know, be the troublemakers, but like in the best way possible. Okay, but maybe with the High Priestess here, we're keeping it on the down low. We're quiet about it. Maybe for some of you guys, when the High Priestess comes up, you are practicing, you know, witchcraft. Maybe, pagan stuff. Maybe you've got a religious background. But again, we've got with the High Priestess here, we've also got like this spiritual understanding, the spiritual knowing. You've got some kind of information, babe, okay? And so what secret information is coming forward? What do we know about? So maybe what are we studying? What are we learning about now? And especially if we're being drawn to these subjects, like the occult subjects that I'm talking about, this just feels like maybe there's a new beginning here, or we're starting to get that information from those places and spaces, more occult spaces. And we're starting to like fill in what we don't know. This just feels really exciting to me this week for you guys, okay? So I love the High Priestess. I think for a lot of us, especially that do this work, see ourselves as the High Priestess, you know? And especially if we love information and we love passing that on, or we want to be a mentor, we want to be a teacher, we want to be a guide, you know? So I love the High Priestess. I love the new moon in the background as well, too. So there's a feeling here of like, again, maybe some type of new information coming in, some type of new beginning. There's something here that I'm ready to embark upon, and it's going to have to do around information. This is really important. But again, it's difficult when this card comes up if you're asking for clarity on something, because a lot of times like, it's secret, good luck. So when this card shows up for me, I'm just like, this give us nothing. Or I want to say to you, you probably already know. And you're just not leaning into it. You probably, definitely already know, baby doll, okay? And with it standing here for the number 2, I'm going to be looking around the 2nd of the month, 2 weeks, 2 days, 2 years from now. I read these like the months for me usually, so I want to go to the month of February, okay? So maybe something happens. Maybe we're taking a new class in February. Maybe we're working on psychic gifts and abilities in February. Maybe we're wrapping up a class that has something to do with those themes. Maybe February is the month where it starts popping off when we start learning occult or hush hush or private information, or there's something that we're working on privately. Maybe we're even writing a book or publishing something or thinking about speaking on something. Okay. But again, this is kind of also a call to like, keep it hush hush, keep it quiet. Then also to information coming forward here. We have more information than we realize that we do. Okay. Then with the 5 of Wands, listen, when the 5 show up, this is fighting and fuckery, okay? 5s are usually difficult because of that fighting and fuckery, but I also think the 5s help us to like rely back on the self, because sometimes we can get a little codependenty, you know what I'm saying? But also too, this comes after like the 4 of Wands, which is like coming home, settling, celebrating. It's actually a really beautiful card. So to have a beautiful card where we're celebrating and doing good, but everybody's coming home, and then all of a sudden now we're fighting, okay? I usually see the 5 of Wands of like, especially at work or at home, if there is a fight going on, you are correct. In either one of those spaces, you're correct. And you've got to trust yourself. So can you see why right off the bat, I was like, yeah, you need to fucking trust yourself. You're correct about something quiet or secret or whatever the fuck. Okay. Or if you feel like you're not being told the truth of something, yeah, you're probably right, babe. Okay. So again, with the 5 of Wands here, stop fighting yourself or stop fighting other people about this. Water is wet. The truth is the truth. Okay. Maybe also too here with the High Priestess and the Five of Wands, we're fighting not wanting to see something. We're fighting something that we've been trying to keep quiet. We've been fighting something that we've been trying to keep on the DL, put in a category, stuck somewhere back that was supposed to be secret, nobody knows about, but this bitch is fighting like the most beautiful, I mean bitch in like the most powerful good way possible, okay? Like, but this, this hoe is fighting to be seen. So maybe there's also something here that you're trying to block, but something's trying to fight to come forward. And maybe it's asking you to look at something too this week. Okay. And then also too here with the number 5s, 5 days, 5 weeks, 5 years, but with fire, and whenever fire shows up, this is asking us to take action on something. Okay. So this is saying it's fire. It's asking us to take action. I feel like it's very spirit led and spirit fed too. So I feel like spirit's like literally calling us to do something about this situation, about this fight. To either trust ourselves, okay, take action and trust in yourselves, whatever that means with your actions around that, okay? But this feels very, very active. I just want you to see in this card, there's a lot of fighting, but there's no bloodshed, there's no open wounds, nobody's dying, okay? But there's a lot of fighting. So I think whatever fight this is, again, for a lot of you guys, this isn't maybe gonna like actually physically hurt, possibly, or like actually, or maybe we're just scared of whenever this comes to our realization, how am I going to cope with this? I'm so used to fighting it off, trying to fight it back. Maybe I can't fight it anymore, okay? What secret wants to come to light? So like, what do I need to face here that I've been not wanting to face? It's time, okay? And you already know is what I want to say, okay? And with the number 5 here, fire moves the quickest. So I'm looking at really like 5 days to like 5 weeks tops. Or I want to reference like the month of May. Okay. So I do think February and May might be important months, or between the 2nd and the 5th. Okay. Maybe even the 25th might be the important, okay, maybe in February or May. All right. So again, pay attention to those time frames. Let's see what the fuck comes up around this information. Now, with that being said, would this be your yes or no this week? To me, this would only be a yes if you're ready and willing to face that thing that you keep trying to not face. All this work you put into not wanting to face the thing, okay, and deal with it. That would be a yes, to finally put in that work and face the fucking thing. Stop fighting yourself and trust whatever you're feeling or whatever thing keeps pinging for you and coming up for you, okay? But this would be a no this week if you want to keep stuff like quiet, you don't want to face anything. Like, babe, there's an important thing I think happening for card pile number 1 this week. You got to face either yourself or a situation, maybe even both. And in what ways am I keeping myself in the dark, or like keeping myself dumb, or like keeping myself uninformed? And like when there's fighting right outside my fucking window, or right inside my house, or right outside my neighborhood, or you get the jam, okay? Okay, wake up! We need you! Okay. So, some of you guys might be dealing with that energy this week, trying to wake some people up, and it feels like, oh wow, I'm fighting everybody. My suggestion on that this week, okay, would be to continue to educate yourself, get all the information you need, take care of yourself. You said what you need to these people. They're on their own at that point, okay? I really fucking mean that. Jesus Christ. So... all right, now, if we were looking around love and relationships, this is more like family. Oh, man, some of you guys have been hearing about a private fight. Whew, some of you guys are getting some deets on some family shit this week. Woo! Maybe some of your secrets have been revealed, and maybe we hear about it this week and it makes you want to fight, okay? Or again, maybe we're getting a clue into some of the fights that are happening in the family with these interactions. Like, you're getting secret information that maybe you shouldn't know or you're not supposed to know. Listen, if that happens this week, I would not pass it on. I know, listen, I know it's not Gemini season. That's usually when I say do not gossip. But with all this air energy and everything moving into Aquarius, and it's just Pluto's involved this week, that hurt my lungs. Like, oh, don't do it, y'all. I mean it. If you hear something that you know you're not supposed to, I wouldn't pass that on. Okay? Okay. All right, just for you guys, just saying. wait until it clears and then let's just see what the fuck happens. But maybe make a prediction around what you think will happen. Interesting on that one, okay? For some of you, I don't know, that makes sense to somebody. Make a prediction, see what the fuck happens. You're probably going to be right. And you've probably been right about this situation the entire fucking time. So literally just hold the fuck on. Maybe for some of you guys, oh, this is interesting. Maybe for some of you guys, you've always just thought people didn't like you or just always felt difficult being maybe around some family or some friends. But listen, a lot of you guys, you're fighting an internal battle that's not really happening outside of you. And like keeping yourself like stashed away. Like you're burying your heads in your books, or you're burying your head in like maybe projects or something else, instead of like getting out and like actually having, I don't know how to explain this, like actually having real relationships with other people. A lot of you guys have a tendency to dip out when it gets difficult or there's a fight, okay? And so there's a feeling here, it's like, baby, you got to get past the fight. That's when the real relationship happens. Not that fake bullshit before where everybody's showing their best face. It's when the masks fall off, is when we have an issue and we come to it and we say, can we actually fix this? That's when the actual relationship happens. Some of you guys are running away from that point and you're like, why am I so alone? You keep dipping out at the hard point. You've already shown with your actions in these relationships that you can't, won't, or unable to deal. We've got to grow up, baby. We've got to. Because relationships don't equal like sunshine all the time. That's literally insane. And that creates a desert. Gross, okay? We need a little bit of a rainforest going on here. Hey, please and thanks. Because that's actually how you grow. That's how you have something real. So stop, for some of you guys, this would be important this week, stop pulling yourself out when things get difficult. How about you lean in? And how about you fucking trust yourself that you can handle this confrontation, you can handle this issue, you can talk about the difficult thing in the room, we can sit down and have a real conversation around this thing. And if you can't, then the person has shown you. But instead of dipping out before it even happens, is self-fulfilling prophecy. Then yeah, your prediction was correct. But that's because you made it that way. You set it up that way. So no more of that shit. If that feels appropriate for you this week, we don't need to be doing that. Lean the fuck in with the people where it's like, you know that they can do it too. But if everybody's avoiding a fight and nobody's having anything real, you don't have anything real. How do you even know what your relationship can sustain if it's never been under any fucking strain whatsoever? Is this like vehicle, can it even hold us in it? What's the weight capacity? Because mama's got hips. Hey, I'll pack some heat. I mean it. If you meet me, you'd be like, all right, babe. I'm just saying. Like, can this thing really, like, in order to have a relationship, we got to be able to be vulnerable and to even, like, sit down here and, like, make it through the difficult times, too. How do you even know? How do you even know? So, I invite some of you guys this week to have that conversation, have this thing. And for a lot of you guys, you might find that the fight's only been inside your head the entire time. So, okay, maybe again here, or maybe for some of you guys this week, it kind of feels like I'm afraid to say something about my feelings, or I'm afraid to say something because the fight that it's going to start. Honey, then that ain't a fucking relationship. If you can't speak on the things that are important to you or how you feel, this is not a good, healing, respectful relationship. It's not. It's not real. I don't care if you have 10 kids with that person. If you can't talk about the difficult things, or at the bare fucking minimum, your fucking feelings, without there being a fucking fight, that's a fucking problem. And you know it. That is a very deep red flag. Okay? So, and also too, gentle reminder for a lot of us this week, some people can only meet us where the fuck they're at, and it's not in a good place. It's not very far down the road, okay? And so I think for a lot of you guys this week, this might even be, for some of you guys, like picking and choosing some of these fights, picking and choosing some of these arguments, especially with people that you already know are lost in the sauce. Anybody who is still protecting the shit that is happening in our government, that is still down with that fucking get down, I wish that, just for that, I probably shouldn't say this, but they should bring back lobotomies. Okay, Jesus Christ. Because what the fuck do you mean that that's okay? Okay. So, like, there's just going to be some people, like, there's no point. They're already stuck there. They don't want to see anything else. Maybe also, too, they're so afraid of being wrong that no matter what, they're always right. Do not fuck with those people, because there's no point. What's the point? Okay. Good Lord. Maybe for some of you guys this week, there needs to be, this just feels like, oh man, we want to reveal something. We want to talk about something. We want to discuss it, but it just feels like it's going to be a fight. I think you guys should do it despite that. But again, who are we having that fight with? Can that person, are they able? Are they willing? Are they mentally capable on the same fucking level with us? Are they emotionally aware like we are? Can they actually have this conversation? If that's a no, then you need to reassess what position this person has in your life, babe. Because you deserve to have around you people that can have those conversations, that want to engage in this with you, and that want to have a real fucking relationship. Do you fucking hear me? That also goes for love relationships too. Just fucking period. Okay? Oh my God. Some of you guys might be fighting to make sure that rough information doesn't come out or some secret information doesn't come out. I don't know, y'all. For some of you guys that are trying to do that, trying to fight that some information doesn't come out, I think, at least it feels like to me at this point, maybe too many people know, and there's not much that some of you guys are going to be able to do about that, okay? So it just feels like with the High Priestess, and again, with the Five of Wands, and that's more the vibe that's coming through for you this week around relationships of all kinds, then again, I would ask you to lean into it, okay? Lean into the discussion, lean into what we feel like is going to be a fight coming forward. Maybe put down the fucking bow staff. Yay! Like, just stop. You don't have to. And also, too, I want to say for some of you guys this week, if you feel that if somebody's coming at you and you got to feel the need to defend yourself, you don't have to defend shit. You don't. I also want to say for some of you guys, you're feeling like they are going to be bringing the fights to the streets. You are, in fact, fucking correct. So I would like you to please tune into that energy. I would like you to start lifting. I would like you to start training. I would like you to start getting your body right and strong. We can't do bird bones out here. Thank you. Maybe also, too, it's time. So it's really, really, really fucking time for some of you guys here to sit down and deal with the fight. And some of you guys are your biggest ops. You're stopping yourselves from taking intuitive moves. You're stopping yourself from taking action. You're thinking it's everybody else. You're blaming everybody else. But baby, the call's coming inside the fucking house. You are ghost face. Okay, while you're holding the knife and blaming everybody else. Okay. Listen here, my sweet little ghost face. Yay! Listen here, my sweet little angel baby. My stabby little angel baby. Okay? Take a deep breath, my love. And it's time to face thyself. Okay? So, what have we done? Who are we fighting? Why are we being our own biggest stop? Why are we stopping ourselves from our opportunities and moving forward on our intuitive stuff, and especially the new beginnings that we do fucking want? Why do we keep fighting ourselves and talking ourselves out of it? Nobody else is doing that to you but you. I understand that your father was the worst and gave you no confidence issues and you feel like you can't get out in the world to be seen and heard. But honey, you're 35, 37. I'm sorry at this point. Oh, I'm sorry for some of you. 43. Forgive me. 44 too. I heard of 44. Oh, 45. Okay. All right. They're not here to keep doing that to you for some of you guys. Some of you guys haven't talked to them in fucking years. This is yours, baby. You gotta hold this. This is your responsibility. It's time. You gotta do this. We all have to. You think I wanted to do it? Fuck no. So what did I do? Dragged my own ass to therapy. Period. We'll get to that in the health and healing, okay? But some of you guys, are we done being our own biggest op? Are you ready to fucking trust yourself? Are you done fighting yourself on the shit that you know to be fucking true? And you keep talking yourself out of it? Oh boy, I hope we're done. Unless you want to see me at your front door with one of those fucking bow stabs ready to whoop your ass. You think I won't? Ask anybody that's had a reading with me. Hey, I fucking mean it. There's that. All right. Now, around work and career. Some of you guys are fighting yourself around what you intuitively know that you need to do. Some of you guys don't want to do the edit. Some of you guys don't want to write. Some of you guys don't want to do the publish. Some of you guys don't want to go and read and get the information. I get it. No time is going to be an ideal time, and especially in this bullshit that we're currently in, especially, again, if you're in the fucking U.S. Honestly, for most parts of the world right now. I know the U.S. is the major theme right now, but we're not the only one having a fascist takeover. Holy fucking shit. Okay? We're just the loudest and the most orange right now. You know, I don't even want to, like, be mean to the color of orange like that. I'm just... Anyways, I just feel like here, around work and career, we keep holding ourselves back. We're not going towards intuitively what we know we're being called towards. The new beginning that's singing to our soul. And for a lot of you guys, this is information, or maybe you want to be educators or teachers. Some of you guys want to be like spiritualists. Some of you guys want to be psychics and mediums. And you're like, but Sarah, I don't think I am. Honey, if there's even a question in your brain, did you know? Just like autism. Just like autism or schizophrenia, or I don't know. But like, most people don't ask themselves, no, schizophrenics wouldn't do that. But like autism, most people wouldn't ask themselves, am I autistic? They just know that they're not. So if you're already asking, I think I'm a psychic medium. I've been having some of these experiences. Let me save you the time that all the years I wasted being my own biggest op. And do you know what's really funny? Is that when I would ask this and I would start pulling these cards, I kept pulling the High Priestess. But at the time, I was still learning the tarot and I didn't understand what the High Priestess meant. So now when I pull the High Priestess, guess what the fuck she means? Yes! You are a psychic. Yes! You're a medium! Stop fighting yourself. Stop fighting this. Stop fighting it. Stop fighting it. Stop fighting it. Lean into it. I feel like it's making some of you smile and some of you cry, okay? In a good way. Like, shoot me a message, please. sarahthemedium@gmail.com. So if that resonated for you and you're having a hard time coming to terms with it, send me a fucking message. I'll do my damnedest to get back to you within 3 business days. If you don't hear me, send me another one. Where are you, ho? Okay? I will get back to you. All that to tell you, stop questioning this shit. If that's coming up for you, yes, you are. Enough. Because all you're doing is wasting fucking time when you know. Get the classes, get the information. And again, you're going to find out you know a lot more than you realize you fucking do. Maybe for some of you guys too, again, you're fighting yourselves getting that job that you know you want to get, this new beginning, maybe even owning your own business. What are you fucking doing? Again, it's never going to be a good time. Ever. Especially in a capitalistic hellscape. Never. So go and do the goddamn thing. Anything else for work and career? Quit fighting yourself, lean into it, and do the thing you want to fucking do. And for a lot of you guys, you're also fighting going back to school, getting that education, getting that training. Please stop. Just go and fucking get it. It's going to help you get to the next level. No more fighting it. Lean into it and go towards the topics, the places, the spaces that you want to learn about. Start adding that into what you already fucking know now. This would be a really good thing to also beef up your library. This would be a great time. Get that information, get those books, publishing, editing, any kind of creative writing, like think pieces, okay? Fuck yes, okay? Get your shit out there. Quit fighting yourself. And then finally, with health and healing here. Again, a lot of you guys know what you got to do, and you're not doing it. You keep fighting yourself and then saying, why? Stop being your own biggest op, babe. You're stopping yourself from doing the thing or hyping it up or making it too much or adding in. It's so much extra shit, okay? We don't need this. Maybe for some of you guys too, you got so many moving parts. All you want to do is sit down and just read. That's all you want to do is read. Leave me the fuck alone. I'm ready to disassociate. Like, I really fucking mean it, okay? And I genuinely understand. But, baby, fight the disassociation. We need you here and now. You need to be present. We all need to be present. Okay? Your mental health will actually improve when you start to add in there things that you're learning and adding. So it's not just about some of the doom scrolling stuff, which is the information that's happening, but what information can I also bring in to help myself prepare? It's not just about being scared. How do I educate myself? Information is power. Get the information and get it from an actual fucking doctor, not an influencer, not RFK Jr., not anybody that's on any drugs, or that they just pretended that they're just going to start doing this shit today. Absolutely not. We're going to the professionals. Thank you. Oh my God, y'all. Please. All right? But again, I think this week we intuitively know what the fuck we got to do. Some of you guys too, I do feel like there's something going on with the brain or the face. Maybe we've got something that we need to do here, get something checked within the brain or the head. I don't know why the head's highlighted. Okay? Maybe for some of you guys, I see her cupping either her right or her left ear. I want to say if it's opposites to the card, then I would say maybe for some of you guys, it's the left ear. Okay? Maybe have like tinnitus or there's something going on here. I just feel like for some of you guys, you're getting messages from spirit and you don't even realize it, all right? So again, if you're getting that ringing in the ear, just tell them, hey, I don't understand what the fuck that means. Can somebody translate, okay? Bring it to me in another way. I understand animal signs. Bring me that because I'll understand it more clearly. Direct the energy, please, okay? But if you do have tinnitus, go get it checked out. Maybe go get your eyes checked out, your ears checked out, hands checked out, okay? And quit fighting your fucking self. You got other things you got to do today besides holding your fucking self back. Okay? Trust yourself, believe in yourself, and remember, you motherfucking got this. Go take care of your health. Whatever's been on repeat, just go say yes to the goddamn thing, especially if it's somebody's teeth here. Go get that checked out, please. You don't need an abscess that goes straight to your brain. Please and thank you, okay? Go get it taken care of. Make yourself a priority. No more excuses. You got this. Card pile number 2. You guys might get a little titty shake. All right. Not too shabby, card pile number 2. Listen, you guys got some mundane cards, but they're actually really beautiful ones. I think you guys should have a decent-ish week. Okay, we'll get into it. You guys got the 6 of Wands. Fucking right. Uh-huh. And then you guys also got the 3 of Wands. Woo! But listen to me very fucking clearly this week. You are tasked with taking action. This is not sitting on your laurels. This is not waiting for something to come in. Absolutely the fuck not. This is taking action, even if we are waiting for something to come in. There is no reason to sit still this week for card pile number 2. And I just feel like I heard a loud groan. I get it. I don't want to move either. Feel free to give me middle fingers. Okay? But I'm telling you, when fire is involved in double fire, your spirit's calling you to action this week. Are you actually listening? All right? Now, with that being said, with the 6 of Wands showing up, guys, this is such a victory and success card. I fucking love this card. It's actually one of my favorite mundane cards because even though it's a mundane everyday card, the success from this is so powerful, it's almost like a major arcana card, okay? Oh, it's gorgeous. Because this is a card of victory and success because we went after what we desired. Not because we just said, ho-hum, here we go. Oh, I guess I'm going to settle. I know it's never that easy. I'm just being dumb. Okay. I'm just saying. And so this is going after what we desire, letting that be the goal, letting that be the motivating factor here. Okay. Also too, with the number 6, look for these themes to come up around the 6th of a month, 6 days, 6 weeks, 6 years. But again, fire moves the quickest. I'm looking at days to weeks, or want to reference the month of June. So I just feel like this card's so beautiful. And if you notice this card, they're moving towards the right, which talks about the past to me. So maybe this is something that we've desired for a while because 6s is the middle of the line, man. We're almost to the 10s. We're almost to the end. Well, we're past the middle. We're almost to the end of the line here. So we're trying to like finish a goal. And maybe this is something from the past coming back around. Maybe this is around like successful timing or understanding what we actually desire now. Going back and getting that thing. Maybe you didn't realize we wanted it and we're going back and getting it now because we desire it. Okay. So there might be something coming back around. We might be going after something that previously we didn't think we wanted or knew we wanted. Okay. But again, some kind of desire is coming up here and it's enough of a motivating factor that it's like, it's making us move in our life. We have to. That's the only way you get the victory and success is if you take action around what you desire. Anything else ain't gonna make it happen, babe. That's a no-ho. Okay, okay. But again, this card very much feels to me right timing, right timing. Maybe this is about the right timing. Maybe it's safe for something, for a desire to come up now, where maybe it wasn't before. Okay, okay. And then again to that month of June. Now, with the Three of Wands, I think this card's always interesting because she's not facing us. She's waiting for her ships to come in, but she's celebrating. She's like, let's go, ho. I'm ready. I'm empowered. Let's fucking go. Three of Wands reminds me of like putting on a play, putting on a wedding, putting on a party. You got to gather all these things. You got to grab all this stuff to make it happen, okay? But our ships are coming the fuck in. But what actions are we taking to make that happen? Are we talking to the right people? Are we making sure those resources are coming in? Are we getting what the fuck we need and talking to the right people, places, and spaces? So this is really about getting yourself organized and then taking action after that organization. So we know exactly what's left to make this thing pop off, or when this thing gets here, we're ready to fucking go. Okay. I think also too here with the Three of Wands, who else are we, this is partnership. So who else are we working with in order to make this thing take off? We need other people on our team. We can't do this all by ourselves. Okay, so if you think you're going to do it all by your itty bitty, guess what, babe? That's your trauma talking. And I know that nobody showed up for you before, or maybe wasn't consistent for you, and you always have to take it over. Fucking bullshit. Agreed, okay? But at this point, that shit's crippling you, and it was a way to survive. We don't have to do that. This is about asking the right people, places, and spaces. Okay? So, I think this week we're so busy, we're not even like sitting here paying attention to what the fuck else is going on. I need this thing to come in. How the fuck do we make this happen? Well, we're just seeing her little booty, right? But listen, she's celebrating. She knows it's coming in. And again, what's interesting is she's facing the right as well. Something's coming back around. Interesting for some of you guys this week, okay? Also, too, here with the number 3, 3 days, 3 weeks, 3 years. We know fire's the quickest, so usually it'd be 3 days, 3 weeks. But also, I'm looking towards the month of March, or maybe here for you guys between the 3rd and the 6th of a month. Maybe March and June are important months around like whatever's going on here for you. However the fuck this applies, okay? Maybe one partner here is a life path 3, another one's a life path 6. Do you know what I'm saying? However the fuck this lands for you, all right? But listen, if this doesn't make sense, don't try to make a square peg fit. Okay? Okay. Okay. All right, with that being said, if we're looking around if we were looking for a yes or no this week, this would be a yes. This would be a yes. And especially if we left something in the past, maybe we realize this now, or maybe something came up for us, we desire this thing. And we also understand that like we need other people to help us towards a goal, or maybe we're involving other people in some way towards what we desire, what we're going after. Fucking yes this week, okay? Working with others towards a goal, going after what we want and what we desire. Fucking right. Do not look the fuck back. Do you fucking hear me? Okay? But if this is, we want to stick our head in the sand, we don't want to put anything together, we don't have the energy, we just don't want, listen, nobody's got the energy, okay, get it? Literally, I am like living on Dayquil right now. I'm living on Dayquil. I feel like I look tired, so I'm sorry guys if I look haggardly. I'm just, oh my God. Hopefully the cleavage makes it better. Yay! You're welcome. This is just, I think everybody's struggling energetically. So really, again, this is so important this week. What do I desire? What the fuck do I want? And am I ready to take action around that? And if you aren't, and the timing isn't right, then you sit the fuck back down and you keep working on this until it is. 10-4? Okay. All right. Now, if we're looking around relationships, ouch. If we're looking around relationships, why can't I talk tonight? If this is more like family and friendships, this would be people coming together. I feel like somebody's going to be having a party. There's a celebration maybe coming up in May or June. Maybe we're thinking about traveling and taking a trip or something together. But again, we can't just put this together all by ourselves. We need other people to be a part of this, or how do we work with others in order to make this thing fucking happen? This feels good though, especially if that's what you guys are doing, okay? For some of you guys this week, this is more family. Maybe we're welcoming some people back. That's interesting. Maybe some people are coming back successful. Maybe they left rough, or there were some rough things that were happening. Maybe they're having some severe problems, but like they went and worked on themselves, went after what they desired, lived a little bit, and they're coming back stronger, wiser, more powerful. We might be welcoming back up to like maybe 3 people to the family here. Okay, I think that's interesting. Interesting. Okay. I'm also wondering here too, this is more like family stuff again. Maybe people are coming back around. I've missed you. I haven't seen you in so long. You know, again, blast from the past. Well, you guys might be hearing from people from the past this week. Maybe they want to come see you. Maybe they want to travel to you. Maybe they want to talk about something important. Maybe somebody here realized their feelings. Maybe this is more love and romance. Somebody's realized their feelings from the past. I don't know why I want to say this, but maybe somebody from like high school or something is coming back around, or like college days or something. Okay. For some of you guys. And it just feels like, or like, yeah, college days. I don't know why college is coming up, but like somebody's coming back around. And it's just like, what's the timing of this? Is the timing actually better now? Where it's like, yeah, maybe before we liked each other, but it didn't work out because we were too young and fucking stupid. You know what I'm saying? But like now it actually makes sense. And like, this is something beautiful that makes sense now. And yeah, we both liked each other. Do you know what I mean? But maybe we didn't have the courage to say it before, you know? So now it's like, or maybe for some of you guys, you might actually find, some of you guys might actually find success through friendship and relationships this week. Maybe we've got a good set of people that are around us now, and this feels so successful and so happy. And this is the friendship, family, romantic team I've always fucking wanted. Do you know what I mean? Like, this feels really fucking good. But again, this feels like we're setting up for even more goodness coming in. But how do we set this up in a way that we're all working together? It's not just me taking over this thing or letting my desire be the only thing that leads this. Everybody needs to be on board, genuinely. Okay. I would say too, around relationship, man, if you're wondering what somebody thought about you with the 6 of Wands and the 3 of Wands, they think you're a go-getter. They think you're fucking hot. They think you're not waiting. And if somebody's really into you, like I think they are for some of you guys, like they're not going to wait around for somebody else to snatch you up. But again, maybe somebody else here is having that realization and they're coming back around and being like, I'm not letting you go. I desire you. I want you. And it's like, it's almost like somebody's coming around and saying to you, like, I know your value and I'm not going to let somebody else snag that up. Okay. So that's pretty hot. I'm not, hell yeah. That could even be friendship. That could even be family coming around and saying like, hey, I'm sorry. I do see who you are and I want to be in better relationship with you. And like, let's start hanging out more. Let's start doing more stuff. Do you know what I mean? Let's start meeting up and hiking. This would also be excellent if you wanted to get people, like, this would probably be more health, but like working with others towards that goal. So getting your family involved, getting your friends involved. Like, I know I'm doing that with one of my good friends, keeping our shit accountable. I need that because what I desire is a healthy body that's trained to be the agent of chaos she's supposed to, okay? So I was built strong, all right? Oh, is all the fuck I'm saying. Built like a stallion. I was built, okay? I'm just built. So, with that being said, there's a feeling this week that we're getting everybody on board. Maybe we're ready to exercise with all this fire here. We're ready to exercise, get battle ready, okay? We're challenging each other to go after what we desire with our goals here. This is gorgeous. That's beautiful. Please lean the fuck into that. Maybe also too, we know what type of community we want and we're ready to go and build that, start that, make it fucking happen. Oh, that feels excellent. Please go and do that in the best way possible. Do you hear me? Okay? Get like-minded people together that don't mind fighting, okay? And we're going after what we desire, which is everybody being taken care of, everybody loved, everybody having a place to go, everybody feeling safe, whatever the fuck your love du jour is, okay? That's what the fuck we're building. This is gorgeous. So go the fuck after it, okay? Okay. Get other people on board, though, especially if they've got the same desire, the same goal, the same thing that they're going after. Fuck yes. Anything else for relationships? Well, listen, I'm going to say this too. I don't know why I'm feeling this right now, but I feel like some of you guys have been trying to get pregnant, and I know this should be for health, but like, I feel like somebody here has been trying to get pregnant, or maybe somebody close to you has been trying to get pregnant, and I feel like March might be a go point here. I'm wondering too if somebody's doing like, I don't know why it's coming through, but like somebody's getting like IVF or something, and I'm wondering if 3 of the eggs might be viable, okay? That is some wild shit that just floated on in. But I do feel like there's going to be success here, okay? One of these, or it might be up to 6 eggs, okay? But 3 of them are the ones that are the most, okay. There's a possibility of triplets here. Holy Jesus, hold on to your booty flaps, okay? Or we might end up having 3 children. I just want to tell somebody this week to please not give up around the children and the children theme, okay? I do feel like we got you. Baby, March is Thundercats go, or between the 3rd and the 6th, okay? Okay. Last thing I want to say around the relationships, though, is that, again, especially with this community thing, some of you guys might be thinking about actually, like, moving to a different place to, like, have a commune, or to, like, live with family, live with friends, live within a community. This feels really interesting, okay? Maybe we're starting our own commune. Maybe we're starting our own neighborhood. Maybe we're doing something here, and we're bringing everybody together, and this is a goal, and this is going to help everybody. It's going to be awesome, okay? And I actually do think it will be successful. This feels good to me. All right. And then again, we're looking at March. We're looking at June. We're looking between the 3rd and the 6th, baby. All right. Now, if we're looking around work and career, listen, I wouldn't be surprised if some of you guys might be hearing from old workplaces. They might be calling you back. Maybe 3 workplaces ago was calling you back. Maybe we worked for somebody back in June or March, and we're getting a call back. Maybe we put in a resume, and they're finally getting back to us. Holy Jesus. Okay. Maybe for some of you guys, you're being asked to come be a part and like start a business. I see wands and earth. I see fire and earth as my entrepreneurs. So some of you guys are trying to figure out, how do we start this business? I need more people. Who do I want on my team for this thing to be successful? And again, maybe I'm referencing people from the past, or even saying like an old project that we thought was dead is coming back to life. Something that we really desired and wanted to do. And it feels like this would be a group project with other people. Maybe this is an entrepreneurship thing. Maybe we're doing a project together, but this would involve up 3+ up to 6 people possibly. Okay. So there's something beautiful happening or coming back from the past with weird moments here in March and in June, or between the 3rd and the 6th. Okay. Maybe even 3 years ago, or up to 6 years ago. Fire doesn't usually give me the feeling of years, but listen, this can happen too, because again, we're almost to the 10. We've been working on something for a while. So I just think when we get 5 and above in fire, then I'm more likely to say years. Okay. So with it being the 6 of Wands, this could be up to 6 years ago. All right. We've been working at something for a minute, and success and victory is coming around as long as we go after what we desire. Do the fucking thing. If you're being called to begin a job, or to start a group project, or to, again, start your own business. Maybe some of you guys want to be a personal trainer. Maybe some of you guys want to, I don't know, physical therapist. Maybe some of you, maybe water hydrotherapy. That's interesting. Okay. Maybe for some of you guys, like this is again, like maybe you're training people on how to go hand-to-hand combat. Fucking cool. Drop me a line. I'll be there. Show me what the fuck is up. Can you train this? Send me a line. Let's go, bro. All right. I feel like this week, if you want to do those things, maybe also too, if you got a because I also see like fire energy here can also be like military background. Maybe some of you guys are thinking about like going into the military. Maybe some people are coming out of the military. Okay. I would strongly warn against going into it. Okay. Oh boy. So, this just feels like to me, this week around work and career, this is going after what we desire, what we want, maybe something from the past coming back, and it's the right or the better timing now. We can actually do something about it, starting to travel. Maybe we do something or something pops off in March and in June. So hold the fuck on. Just feels like something's coming back around. But again, if we don't have any new prospects or nothing old is coming back around, it feels here by March, things are starting to come back together. Work is coming the fuck back in. And by June, baby, you're sitting beautiful. So hold the fuck on tight. Hold the fuck on tight. What the fuck do you desire and want to do? That's the thread we pull. Thank you. All right. Now around health and healing. With the 6 of Wands, and you gotta sweat it out. All this fucking fire. Either that, or some of you guys just genuinely, I mean this with my whole heart and all the love, some of y'all just need to have a little low, okay? We need to have a little sexy time, and you need to have good sexy time, okay? Some of you guys need to work that out. Some of you, I feel like a lot of you guys are wanting to start a new exercise regime, and you're wondering if it's going to be successful. Fuck yeah. Especially if you have an important goal here around maybe a strength that you're trying to get to, whatever the fuck we're doing here. But again, we're going after what we desire. You want bigger calf muscles? Go, baby. You're going to get it. You start no later than March, you're going to see results by June. You start now and you're going to see results in March. And I'm wondering if you're going to have other people saying, hey, what the fuck are you doing? Can you show me too? Can I come with you? That's why I'm saying talk to your people in your family, talk to your friends. If you need help keeping accountable, especially if you're trying to change your body, do something here, strength train, learn how to fucking kick ass, jiu-jitsu, baby, get it. Move that body. Start a daily fucking walk. Start a daily yoga meditation. Move your fucking body. You cannot stay sedentary and then be like, ready to go in the revolution. Honey, we don't need you on the sidelines wheezing. Nobody's going to come back and scoop your ass up. We need everybody to put on their floaties in this pool. Yay. Get it the fuck together. Where is your desire? What do you want? Let that guide you. But you got to sweat it out. This is either, swimming. This would be jogging. If this with earth element, I'd be like yoga and Pilates, go easy. But with fire here, we could be jogging. We could be doing like, hand-to-hand combat. Just throwing it out there. We could be learning boxing. Like, think of all the more aggressive, like this could be fencing. Oh, that's so fucking cool. I want to learn how to fence. Side note. Anyways. Okay. One of my really good friends, Jen, she got this badass tattoo of Lord of the Rings, and it's like the sword going up her arm, and she says, I am no man. So if you know that quote, hell yeah. Okay. I am no man. Give me that fucking sword. Gundor requires aid. Oh, Thundercats go, baby. So, what is your fight style this week around health? And are you ready to put in the work? Are you ready to sweat, baby? Are you ready to do that Megan Thee Stallion workout and get that booty you've always fucking wanted? You're due and it's time. Thundercats go. Also, too, I think around health and healing, we need to say yes to moving that body, getting the heart rate up. Just like we've got to look to the outside world. We can't stay inside. She's not even facing us. She's the outside world and she's facing mountains. Maybe this is hiking, okay? Or going on long walks. This is gorgeous energy. So please, guys, especially this week around health, say yes. If you're smoking, quit. This is never good when fire shows up and you're smoking. Don't do it. No cigarettes. Please and thank you. Please and thank you. This would be your time to quit. This would also be an excellent time. Again, if you want to get into a routine, you want to start strengthening your body, you want to quit something, you want to get on the up and up, this is the week. Say yes, dedicate it. What do you desire? Fucking go. Guys, for anything else this week, I actually want to say you guys got it. I even think that you've got the clarity with those two cards and all that fire. So this is really coming down to, are you ready to heed that call, listen to it, and actually do something about it? And again, there might be a call from the past here. Maybe the past is coming around and there's an offer. Or like maybe we're the ones coming back around and saying, okay, no, actually I want that. I want to come back to this. I want to revisit this. And again, it just feels to me like something about this is the right timing. So trust that. Lean into it. Trust your fucking heart. Do you hear me? Well done. Card pile number 3. Let's fucking talk about it, baby. You got a major arcana card and a mundane card. Holy fucking shit. Hold on to your tutor and cooter. You guys got the moon. Woo. And you got the fucking 9 of Cups. Holy shit, babe. All right, let's fucking talk about it. I actually see this as a beautiful combo. There could be some weirdness to it, and we'll get to it, okay? But, I actually see this as a gorgeous combo. If you're just asking me right straight off, what the fuck do I want? Sarah only got 2 seconds. What's the fucking answer here? Baby, you're getting a wish fulfillment, a dream fulfillment here. But are you ready to follow your happiness and your bliss? There's a wish fulfillment coming up here for you. Something truly that you've wanted. It's been a dream, and maybe it's been a secret dream. Are you ready to face that and say yes to it? Emotionally fulfilling, maybe even healing of deep-rooted, seated issues from your childhood. I'm wondering if it's a relationship. Let's get the fuck into it. Yay! I'm wondering, with all this water energy that literally stands for our intuition and relationships. Okay, let's get the fuck into it. So listen, whenever we get these major arcana cards show up, they really kind of ask us, where the fuck are we? Where the fuck are we? Okay. I see these all as major crossroads, even though technically the Lovers is the crossroads card. I actually think all the major arcana cards are crossroads. They're just different flavors. Okay. And so when the moon shows up here, this is talking about family, roots, home, mama. Where did we come from? Where did we go? Where did we come from, Cotton Eye Joe? I'm sorry, but I'm not. Hey, huh. So I love that song. Anyways, who didn't? Especially if you're like an elder millennial or like an older millennial. Like, that was our jam. Anyways, so whenever the moon shows up here, it can be a very mysterious card because sometimes a lot of our fears, worries, and illusions will come up, and it's hard to kind of tell the difference when the moon's here. Like, what is the illusion? What is the fear? What is the worry? And what is the reality here? And so it's really a call here to get quiet within yourself and find that self-reflection. You got to ask yourself, what the fuck do I actually want? What are my dreams saying to me? For a lot of you guys right now, when the moon card comes up, your dreams are prophetic as fuck. There's something deeply important coming up here within your dreams. Are you paying attention to them? Is there a repeating fucking message? You need to tune the fuck in, hun, okay? Maybe also too here, mother and mother themes have been coming up. And so what is my value? Who the fuck am I? Maybe I was just made as an extension of my mother and I don't even know what I desire or I want. So I've been going on this really difficult but good journey about finding who I am again. Maybe healing that mother wound here or the attachment wound that I had from my childhood. So there's some really deep themes and powerful and emotional themes whenever the moon comes up, but it's all asking us to face ourselves, face those fears, face those worries. And I think what we really understand too, because sometimes too when the moon comes up, we can feel really alone, okay? And especially if the fears and worries are showing up, and maybe there's a final understanding when the moon shows up and we get a clarity moment when it happens, you know? And again, sometimes that comes through our dreams, or maybe it comes through a message through spirit. Maybe it actually comes through our mom, or maybe something here that happened with mom that she did that we don't want to repeat, or that she did that we do. So like paying attention to these messages that are showing up in the outside world and our dream world and our intuitive world. Are they syncing up? Are they saying the same thing? I know you're seeing the signs. I know you're getting the messages, but are you actually fucking listening? That's always going to be the real question. You know all these themes are coming up, but are you actually integrating them? Are you actually listening? Or are you just here for the second and then moving on to the next? Do you know what I mean? So whenever the moon shows up, how are we staying present? Are we letting fears and worries guide us? Or are we actually like talking to the two wolves inside of us? And are they guiding us to the right place and space? And if you're worried about, oh, those wolves are going to get, they're not even looking at you. So don't be worried about that shit. There's something also too here that maybe we're separating ourselves from the childhood. Maybe for some of you guys, you're about to go through your Saturn return, okay? And this is a really important moment where we separate ourselves from childhood, from our mothers and fathers and what they would do. And we're supposed to start leaning into what would I want? What would I do? So there might be a growing up moment here when the moon shows up and we understand I can no longer blame the past, or I can't blame my mom or my dad. Even if true trauma or rough shit happened here, how am I responsible for my actions now? And am I conscious around it? Or am I letting the past dictate what the fuck is happening in the present because I don't know, or I'm scared to, or I'm fearful of facing the emotional depths because it hurts? Okay? Cheers, babe. Why do you think I'm in therapy? Holy fucking, I need help with that. I can't just sit there and do that myself. All hands on deck. Okay. All hands on deck. Woo. So I just feel like when the moon shows up here, what's actually guiding us? Fears and worries? Or our true hopes and dreams and our intuitive pings, where we feel that our intuition is calling us to be? Are we ready to trust ourselves? Did our mother trust herself? And what are we repeating around that? Did our mother let fears and worries guide her? And how are we repeating that? Okay? Remember, this is about roots and what the fuck is coming back up for us. All right? And again, pay attention to your fucking dreams. The moon also stands for the number 18, so look for these themes to come up around maybe the 18th, okay? Maybe on Sunday, yesterday on the 18th, some of the stuff around mom, family, home, roots, connection showed up and we're like, hot damn, I don't want to do that anymore, okay? Or some fears and worries came up. Maybe mom's getting older and like, what the fuck are we doing here? Okay? So again, don't let fears and worries guide you. What are the dreams, hopes, and wishes here? And how do we tune more into that so we actually get what it is that we actually want, not the fears and worries and freak out. Okay? Okay. But yeah, with the 18th here, or 1 + 8 = 9, I want to reference back to the month of September. or maybe the 9th of a month. Okay. Now, the 9 of Cups, another very, very heavy water card. And usually when water comes up, it's going to talk about our relationships, not only with other people, but with our own damn self, babe. And so how's that relationship looking? With the 9 of Cups here, like, this is gorgeous. This is absolutely fucking stunning. Again, we're at the end of a cycle here. We've worked long and hard for something here around relationships, either with ourselves or with another person, or person, place, or space, okay? Because this doesn't always have to be around, like, love relationships, guys. It's going to be friendships. It's going to be your family. This can be an institution that you're working for or getting information from. Do you see what I'm saying? So what are these partnerships, and what are my dreams and my hopes and my wishes again? Which is this card. And it's saying, like, something's coming to fruition. Something's coming to fruition. There's something beautiful here that's about to show up. Or maybe with the number 9 here, showed back up in September. That's now the second indicator to the month of September. And the number 9. Okay? Maybe, like, all this went down in a 9 year. And now after we're done with the 9 year and we're in a 10 year now, you know, it's like, okay, all the goodness is actually coming home to roost, because I walked away from the difficult things that I knew weren't working for me, but I didn't want to walk away from. And I went into what the fuck I truly wanted. I did not let my fears and worries hold me back. And I actually went towards what I do fucking want. Congratulations to the ones that did that fucking right, baby. Most of you guys, if you've done that, you're going to be celebrating. You're going to be celebrating. Okay? This is almost going to feel weird. It's like, why am I getting all this goodness in the middle? Because you rose to the occasion. When fear stood up and said, let your butthole pucker, you said, listen, my butthole has teeth. She's going to eat these undies. But I'm going to tell you what I'm not going to do is be held back. Thank you for trying to keep me safe to the fear. But where I'm going and what I got to do, my booty's chomping. I can buy new underwear. I cannot buy this experience. And I do think for some of you guys too, vulnerability would have been a huge part of this. So fucking proud of you. That's the only way you can have a real relationship, is if you and the other person, or just you with yourself, is ready to be vulnerable. You can't have a relationship with people closed down and hiding and not wanting to be honest and truthful and forthright. That's not how any of this works. So, when the 9 of Cups shows up, this is wish fulfillment. This is gorgeousness. This is everything that I've wanted. Look at her going towards the future. That water is calm and serene. Her arms are up. She's like, let's go, ho. Come get me, merman. Let's... I was supposed to be a siren. Take me to the sea, babe. Okay. So I just feel like this is absolutely gorgeous. You're ready for the future. You're ready to go. You want your dreams to come true. Maybe even for a lot of you guys too, you want to do better than mama did or my family has done. I'm ready for something more and to fulfill a dream and go outside the boundaries of something. Or maybe you guys are fulfilling a dream based off of what your mother wanted for you, or following in the footsteps of family and or mother. In a good way. This is gorgeous. Okay. Woo! Now, if we're looking for a yes or no this week, to me, this would be a yes. And again, as long as you're following those themes. Again, if we don't want to face it or we're letting fears and worries guide us, why are you even here? Okay, this is, what are we doing? Okay, me too. Every week I need to get in check. Where do you think the free weeklies came from? Who do you think it was for originally? You're right, baby, it was for me. I was doing it for me to get into the groove, to know what the fuck was going on so I could stay in the groove of it and make shit work for me, because everything felt so goddamn out of control in my fucking life. Because at the time it fucking was. It's been a very long journey for me to stand on my own 2 feet, figure out who the fuck I am as a human, and like show the fuck up. Baby, if I can do it, you can do it. And I think with some of you guys, you realized it too with this fucking card combo. And maybe for a lot of you guys too, I think this week, again, it would be a yes. And I don't know, I just got this feeling this week that a lot of you guys' hard work is finally starting to come home and show you that, like, it's paying off. Things are starting to happen, okay? Dreams are starting to come true. This feels so good. And or you trusting your intuition is just, this is giving you everything you fucking want. And the more that you're trusting yourself, the more powerful it's getting. And the more that, like, information this is stunning. Okay, we'll get the fuck into it. All right. And now if we're looking around, like, love and relationships, maybe this is more like friendship and family stuff. This is a great indicator for like kids being born in the family. There might be 2 kids showing up here. Maybe for some of you guys, we might be getting more animals. There might be 2 dogs showing up here, okay? Some of you guys, that was a dream to get more animals. I do feel like more animals are showing up. And so I feel like too with the moon here, maybe we've got some animals in spirit, okay, that are also helping to guide and to bring in more animal companions and good stuff here. That feels really good to me, okay? But I do feel like this is going to possibly be like 2 more births, 2 more lives coming into the family. This feels gorgeous. The future is open, whatever the hell you want. Maybe for some of you guys, you decided you wanted children, okay? So there's like saying yes to the future and whatever the hell that holds, this dream here. This is exciting, okay? Maybe we've been trying since September, okay? Again, that feels good to me. Please keep trying. Don't give up. What is your wish? Say it the fuck out loud and say it with your fucking heart. Do you hear me? Okay? Maybe also too, for some of you guys too, I just want to say this, like, I was told I couldn't have children, and about like maybe 5-6 years before Leo showed up, I just had this weird moment one night where I don't know how to explain it, but I just felt the presence of spirit, and like, I just wanted a baby so bad. I just knew I always wanted to be a mother, and being told I couldn't have children devastated me in ways I couldn't explain. Even talking about it now still makes me really like, it tightens up my throat. Like I get verklempt. Do you know what I'm saying? So like, cause it was just so devastating. Like I just knew in my soul I was meant to be a mama. So I just felt compelled, and I spoke out loud to my child, what I hope would be my baby. And I said to them, I love you, and I'm not going to be the most perfect mother. I'm going to try my damnedest, and I'm going to work every single day on myself so that you come into the best family that you possibly can, and I can take care of you and give you the life and the support system that I never fucking got. I am not perfect, but I can promise you that I will love you to your bones. So, have that conversation. If some of you guys are trying to get pregnant, forgive me for getting emotional, but I have a Cancer moon, okay? And the fact that I have my baby, don't you let anybody tell you you can't have something when you know in your heart and soul that you're supposed to be something, okay? So for some of you guys that are struggling through that, and I can feel the emotional pain, I want you to know I was told the same thing, and fuck them all. Call on your child in spirit, or your babies in spirit, and talk to them. Tell them everything. Tell them everything going on. Tell them about your past and what you've been through to be here. Share with them everything, and tell them why you want them, and watch miracles occur. Okay? Okay. Now, for some of you guys, there might be some like hope, some wish fulfillment here around mother and mother healing. So again, it feels like some of you guys are getting that healing. We're finally getting to a good space where I can start like manifesting the things that I want in my life. Maybe for some of you guys, I've done such good healing around my mother and my mother wounds that like I can see a better future for myself. I don't feel like I'm going to follow in those same footsteps if this has been difficult in the past, you know, and or there's a feeling here that like maybe there's like real life healing between you and your mother, or again, we've hit this moment here around our healing journey where I'm healed around the mother and the mother healing things at this level. Doesn't mean forever, but at least at this level, and especially if you've been working on this for like 9+ years, you've been in therapy trying to deal with these themes and heal yourself. Ow. Talk about like what a beautiful combination also too, I would think, for like the generational curse breaker. Let it motivate you to go bigger and better, baby. Okay. This just feels like to me around relationships this week. This is really healing. We're seeing how far we've come. We're ready for the next level. I'm ready to make a dream or a wish come true. I'm getting yeses and confirmation and comfort and good stuff here. I'm not letting the fears and worries guide me anymore around my relationships and my intuition. And it's like, this feels so fucking good. Okay. So even if this just lasts for a day, baby, tune the fuck into it. And do something with that energy and make the wish that's in your fucking heart, you know? And especially if this is around relationships and you want to be pregnant, you want to have babies, or you want the family of your dreams. Maybe you haven't even met your partner yet. Talk to them. Doesn't mean that they're in spirit, but they can hear you some way, somehow. Do you hear me? Time is an illusion, and so is all the shit that's in front of us. So if it is, again, rework it to your fucking reality, babe. Okay? And may that come back to you in the best way possible. So what the fuck do I actually want here? Okay? What is my dream? What is my hope around relationships? And am I ready to make that declaration? You know, whether speaking to spirit and deliver that message or speaking to spirit directly, they haven't shown up yet. Okay? Okay. Now, this is more around like love relationships. Again, I think some of you guys have like, maybe you realized in order to have a good relationship, I got to deal with the mother and the mother healing shit. Maybe also too, like for some of you guys, maybe your partner is starting to do that. Starting to deal with their mother and their mother healing shit. And my God, has it made such a massive difference within your relationship? That's good shit. That is good shit. Now we can start fulfilling wishes and dreams that we've talked about for so long, but didn't have the wherewithal to go and do because you couldn't listen to me because your fucking mother healing issue problem. There's that. Okay. Oh, that just feels really good to me, though. I mean, honestly, this combo feels good. This is about following your dreams. I mean, the moon is a massive dream card. And then again, the Nine of Cups, dream and wish fulfillment. Honey. Oh, okay. So again, I hear around relationships. Maybe also, too, if things have been more difficult or it feels like I feel maybe a little lost on that. Where is the flow within my relationships with all this water? Where is the flow? No flow? No go ho, because we can't make a dream come true on stagnant water. All that's going to give us is malaria and mosquitoes. 2 M's we don't want. Hey, thank you. Fuck that. So there needs to be flow within the relationship. There is moving water. Still, but like chill, but moving water. Okay? This needs to have flow to it. And if another person won't work with you, won't listen to you, mama healing, mama trauma, mama drama, you're going to have to make a decision. Because can you really fulfill a dream? Can you really fulfill a life with somebody that won't hear you, won't respect you? Okay, we got to think, we got to consider. And then going towards the relationships that do have that flow, because for some of you guys that are making that decision and seeing it, it's not that maybe we're just not aware of the relationships that do because we were so hyper focused on one specific dream, but it's not working. There's no flow. Chill the fuck out, see where the flow is again. And it might actually surprise you in the most beautiful way possible. Get that flow again. If it's stagnant, this ain't the fuck it. And it's full of nightmares and like just fear all the time. Thank you. No flow, no go ho. Within relationships. Thanks. And also too, if they don't trust your intuition, this ain't it. Trust your dreams this week around your relationships. I mean that. All right. Maybe this is more around work and career for you. What is your dream job and why aren't you pursuing it? And if you are pursuing it, holy shit, are you noticing some gorgeous stuff coming through since September? So please, like, babe, like maybe since September 18th? Okay. Maybe between the 9th and the 18th? Maybe by next September, especially if you're just starting on the dream now. So I want you to hold on to those dates and get fucking started. If there's a dream or a goal or a thing you want to do, now is the moment. Extra points if you want to do like a daycare. Maybe you want to work with children in education. Maybe this is just like, you know, mother and children health and care and work or supporting that in some way. Okay. Maybe family help and support, family planning, family whatever, you know. Maybe also too here with the 9 of Cups and the moon. For work and career, this could also be maybe also helping families get to safe and good spaces. I don't know why, but I feel like for some of you guys, and I feel like a lot of these shelters are starting to shut down, but somebody here has a dream to open up a DV shelter. God bless you. Do you fucking hear me? I mean that. I'm sending if it's only one person, I am sending every single blessing from my heart, from my soul, from spirit, from every single dimension I can gather it from. Do you hear me? Go and do that. Please. Maybe this is also a way that there was the way that you could never protect your mother is by, oh my God, don't make me cry. Maybe you couldn't protect your mother and the stuff that you saw there, the things that you experienced, and like you feel called here to start this shelter and do this work so that you can protect the women and the children, the ways in which maybe you never were. Oh my God. So if that makes sense for somebody, please take this as a sign and go and start that business. It is so desperately needed. Please. Okay. Maybe also too here, this is just really going after your dream, your wish, your goal, babe. Some of you guys might even have to move for that dream. This might be to a coast or a water or coastal area. Okay. But again, this feels like a dream. This has got to be a dream come true. This is something that I want. Again, I got to let my butthole eat my underwear. I got to take this leap of faith. Okay. But again, this feels gorgeous as long as you're going after what the fuck you want and you can see a future with it. That's 2 fucking thumbs up, okay? Where is the flow? Am I ready to get into that? And is there also something here I'm doing like because of mom or for my family around work and career? Maybe is this something I want to do in spite of them? Okay. Maybe this is coming back. Maybe my mom told me I would never amount to anything and I'm ready to go be big at whatever fucking thing I want to do so I can come back and say, I don't need your approval. Mine is enough. Do you know what I'm saying? Okay. So it just feels like this week around work and career, it's time to go and fulfill that dream. We're sick and tired of just dreaming about it. It's time to get back into the flow and make it happen. No more wishful thinking. We don't have time for that anymore. It's put up or shut up time. I really mean it, guys. Now, around health and healing. I actually think for some of you guys, I don't know why, but I feel like for some of you guys, your mother might have a drinking problem. Or there might be drinking and alcohol issues with an important female here within the family, okay? Maybe we got to deal with that, but maybe there might be more success here with it. Maybe there's something here about like working with them towards the goal or like letting them know that they're not alone, okay? Maybe there's some mama trauma why this person is drinking, side note, okay? Maybe some of you guys are drinking, doing drugs, okay? And it's, well, I don't want to raw dog this life. Fair. I'm not here to judge anyone, okay? But like, notice where's the motivation coming from? Is this because I don't want to feel things emotional, so I'm numbing out? We can't afford to do that anymore, baby. We need you here and present, okay? So like, this is about doing things in like, where it makes sense, where it's not an excess, okay? Because it's either numbing your intuitive drives or it's numbing how you're intuitively being drawn towards stuff. You can't hear your own intuition if that's going on. So pump the brakes, take a break, maybe have a dry January or dry February, okay? So we can get back on board. We can get, just sober up again, okay? And let's get our shit back together so we can pursue our hopes and dreams. Because this shit ain't it. Disassociating, numbing out, it's not helping. Not like it did before. We can't afford to do that anymore, 10-4. Okay. So, it just feels like this week around health, there might be issues here around a mother figure, okay? Maybe also, too, there might be drinking, drugs, mental health issues going on. How are we dealing with this? But again, this feels successful to me. But we've got to name it, we got to see it, and we're fucking following up on it. We're going with the flow of this thing. Maybe somebody's ready to finally go with the flow and stop fighting the change that's coming for them. And especially if that's you this week, okay? So heal that mama trauma, get into that therapy, and watch as it gives you back your fucking life and your hopes and your dreams. Guys, sometimes therapy can be so fucking healing, it's unbelievable, okay? So maybe for some of you guys, that we might have CPTSD. Some of you guys might be having some problems. I kind of want to say with like the hips and the legs might be some issues this week, okay? But actually, I just think some of you guys literally might just need some hydrotherapy. Some kind of that PT will help get you strengthened back up. For some of you guys this week, this would be gentle stretching like yoga, Pilates, again, swimming, doing slow, limited movements, but like it actually builds strength, okay? I just feel like health-wise, pay attention, drink more motherfucking water. Holy Jesus. And listen, I'm going to be so real. Some of you guys just need a good cry, all right? Just to let something go and to be honest about a dream and a wish in your heart. Stop wondering what other people, maybe you're worried what mama's going to think about you. Honey, you're too old for that shit. What the fuck do you want? Okay? Okay. Just know that you're loved this week. And maybe for some of you guys, it's loving yourself in the way that mama maybe should have. I love you. You hear me? Thank you for being here. Thank you for spending time with me. Thank you for listening to the crazy things I said, especially if they made sense for you. I love any and all feedback. All of it helps me to grow. Don't be afraid to tell me if it made sense or it didn't, okay? I love you guys genuinely from my heart. Thank you for being here and spending time with me. All right, you guys, let me know how it was, and I'll talk to you soon. Card pile number 3, you got it this week. Make those dreams come true, baby. It's time.